I love fall. I love fall. I love fall. I'm already mentally preparing for all of the family holidays that are gonna be awkward because it's just me and my son. I'm really learning that going forward as a mom, if I am going to plan something, I'm going to execute that plan. I'm not going to sit here and wait and stress about who's coming, to who's not coming, to whether they want to have this party or not, or this event or this trip. I'm literally going to plan things for just me and my son. And whoever tags along, they are more than welcome. And if things are not perfect, unfortunately, or it doesn't seem like it's gonna go right, or no one's gonna want to attend, I immediately give up on myself. I didn't get a baby shower. I didn't really get to celebrate my pregnancy. I was stressed out too much, and I was like, you know what? Now my baby's here. We're just gonna celebrate him all together with both sides of the family. Arguments sparked up and tensions grew very high. I immediately dropped everything, and no one decided to pick up the slack. Going forward, I can't do it anymore. It's very disappointing to me to see that I should have a village. When things fall through, I should have a village to back me up, and I don't. And that's not 100%, their fault. That's honestly, it's 99.9% probably my fault, and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I'm learning and I'm growing, and I'm a first-time mom. So if you, ouch, my shoulder cracking. So if you thought I was gonna get it right. I mean, did you get it right? Probably not, right? This is what I'm learning. Even if I'm planning things ahead, I'm learning to live in the moment. Every single day is a new day, and I need to cherish it, because we don't get these days back. When you look back and you say, oh my gosh, like the entire summer just went. Where did it go? Every single day you had purpose. I didn't do anything. I am battling mental health like everybody else, right? We're all battling mental health, blah, 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 okay? I need to seek therapy because I need someone to talk to about my problems. Who's going to sit there and listen to me without interruption? Because that's what's happening when you confide in family, friends, ex-lovers. They always gonna interrupt you because they feel like they need to tell you what you need to hear instead of just listening to your problems and just giving you the support, giving you a shoulder to cry on. Like, honey, you don't need to speak. Let me talk. You already know what's going on with me. Just let me talk. Just let me talk. So it's come to my realization multiple times that I probably need to seek therapy. So with that being said, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. I kid, I joke. But BetterHelp, if you see this video and you want to give me free therapy, your girl will love it because I need it. My mother had done things to me that my worst enemy will probably not do. So with that being said, I am in no contact with my mother. I love her. She is my best friend. She knows everything about me. Like, I do not conceal not one secret from that woman. So my son could still go to grandma's house, of course. I'll never stop my mother from being a grandmother, okay? Especially this is her first grandchild. I'll never stand in the way of her doing her grandmother duties. But now that I'm in the shelter, I'm really vulnerable. Like, now I'm physically vulnerable, mentally vulnerable, spiritually vulnerable. All I ask is for support and love. The only two things, support and love. I don't need anyone telling me what they feel like I should be doing, especially if it's not aligning with God. And that is the space that I'm in right now. That is the season that I've been in. I've been in this trial and tribulation season before I even had my child. And now that I have my child, I am not playing anymore when it comes to God's word. Like, I was beating myself up before when I was single and just out here doing the most, okay? But now I'm a single mom. I cannot be out here doing the most, feeding my flesh I keep feeding my flesh with these things that don't serve you, Lord. So please put it in my heart where I find it disgusting. I don't want it in my life. Yes, I have a very bubbly personality, very outgoing, very talkative, but I don't talk to anyone on a daily basis. The two people that I spoke to every single day for the last few years, my mom and my baby father, who both, I don't want to listen to either. I just want to listen to God. I just want to listen to God. If you're not calling me to read the word with me, I don't want to listen to you. If you're not calling me to uplift me in the word, I don't want to listen to you. If you're telling me things that literally are feeding your flesh, things that you see just from your eyes that you feel like I need to improve on, I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you. The back and forth has led me here. The back and forth with my mother led me here. The back and forth with my baby father led me here. The back and forth with myself led me here. Many life lessons to be learned while I'm here. But while I've been here for 6 months now, all I've done was dread on the back and forth. All I've done is wallow in my sorrows. All I've done is cry and try and pick myself up. Technically a stay-at-home mom. It doesn't bother me because this is something that I always look forward to in my future. I just didn't want to be a stay-at-home single mom living in a shelter, unemployed. Wow, there's layers to that. Don't approach me on a day where I'm clearly overstimulated. Don't approach me on a day where I'm clearly overstimulated. And I say that twice because it seems as if every single time I told my mother that I was just overstimulated and I couldn't even sit down long enough to even eat, which is why I lost so much weight. I received so much backlash. I was told, "Oh, I don't know why you're overstimulated. Like, there's nothing to be overstimulated about." And then things like that are told to me, I'm like, well, flashback. When my mom would come home from work or from anywhere and she would lock herself in the room, we literally tiptoed around and barely made any noise because she was overstimulated. I gave my mom so much grace, and you had us young, and I see now, like, wow, you really did the impossible. But I'm also trying to do the impossible, but differently. I'm not trying to do it all and show my child that I'm stressed out. I'm trying to do it all and conceal my stress. I'm trying to do it all and conceal my tears. I'm trying to do it all and conceal my anger. I'm trying to do it all and conceal my disappointment. Like, literally, those stuff was not concealed. You know, my mom, very raw and unfiltered, I should say. We knew about her traumas. We knew about the things that she went through. Even if she didn't tell us fully what was going on, we knew. Even if she didn't open up her mouth that entire day, her body language just told it all. Honor thy mother and thy father, you know. But the other part is like, you know, the parents don't provoke your children. And it's like, I'm being provoked time and time and time again. And I wanted 5 children, maybe even 10, if my body would allow. I always want to be a mom. And this situation right here, this season of my life right here, has literally broken me to pieces. And I'm slowly trying to just put myself back together again without hurting anyone else, because I have hurt people too. I'm not the only one that's been hurt. I've hurt people too. So we're gonna put a pin in it. On the other hand, I did reach out to my baby father, who I was not in contact with. I didn't need someone who created a child with me who did not want to be here also for the hard times. Went from us arguing every single day, like really bad arguments that lasted for hours, days, weeks, months on end, to me just trying to separate myself and trying to really be macho about it. Like, you know what? I'm a strong Black woman. I'm gonna be a strong black single mama, and I don't need you, because guess what? I was raised by a single mama, and all of us were basically raised by a single mama. And if all the single mamas out here are able to do it, then I should be able to do it too. No excuses. I tired. I tired. And if you ain't tired, you just superwoman, because ain't no way. I tired. They need to have a course in high school about single mamas. Don't do it. Don't. Lock it up. Don't do it. Got off topic. And then you don't actively co-parent too. That is not going to work for me. Every time I call you and you're out and about, even if you're not doing anything, if it sounds like you're doing anything at all, the smallest smicker, the smallest ounce of happiness in your voice, the smallest giggle, the smallest cheer will irritate. It boils my blood. How are you okay with this time in and time out? This is your son. How are you okay with going weeks without seeing your son? Like, I'm blocking you for my protection. And then I unblock you because I'm like, I'm trying to give him grace, God. I unblock him because I'm trying to give him grace, trying to give him another chance to just be a father. And it's the same thing over and over and over again. Lord's gonna have to help me with this, because it's only by God's grace the money that I had in my bank account is still going such a long way, okay?
I pulled up your bank account, you're broke. But that's not the bad news.
Apparently,
after a year and a half of not working, with my SNAP benefits, my food stamps being cut off, okay, there's so much the shelter can provide in terms of, meals, but my baby does need other things too. And Jesus, take the wheel, take it from my hands, 'cause I can't do this on my own. And I digress, because if you're interested in what I'm wearing, this is a dress from Opali. Opali, Fashion Nova, Instacart, BetterHelp. If you guys see this video, just sponsor me. There's a whole bunch of random people I just called Crest White. See you on my next one. Bye. I want to do apple picking at my big age of 32, but I have a little person now, so we're going to do apple picking. I don't know how we're going to get there. I'm probably going to have a car to do the apple picking. I need my license now. When is apple picking season? I think that's next month, right? October? Can I bring my baby there?